Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday. It is the 30th of January. Can't believe the month has already gone by as quickly as it has. It's amazing. We have some great content today. Welcome to Profit in Your PJs. Today, we're going to talk about some really great stuff about closing the month, about starting the new month. And I first and foremost want to welcome everybody. For those people who have never been on here before, welcome. We love having you. We welcome you with open arms and a big, huge hug from Southern California this morning. I see people from all over the country and now multiple countries as we grow and expand this business internationally. And I love that we get to come together here early in the morning. I know for the East Coast, it's not quite as early. For the West Coast, we are up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. And so you're looking at a beautiful view of Laguna Beach behind me. Today we have unseasonably warm weather for Southern California. It is going to be in the 80s, and I'm really looking forward to it. It was a beautiful sunrise, and it's a great way to start the day, and definitely a great way to start the week and the month and begin a brand new month. So I'm going to share some content with you guys, and we're going to pop through some of this information this morning as we go full screen. Yay. Ta-da. There it is. Profit in your PJs. I don't know why, but I get such a kick out of this every morning when I come on here and look at it, but super fun. This is a tight recorded Zoom this morning. It will be up on YouTube this afternoon on Anna Camp, the YouTube channel. You can also subscribe there, and then you get a notification every single week just in case you miss one. But big, huge kudos to you entrepreneurs that are on here live, bright and early. What a great way to invest in yourself and in your business. Couple quick reminders as we get started this morning. Definitely invest in yourself. Any business that you do requires investing in yourself, not only from the financial standpoint, but also from the standpoint of learning, growing, and also with us being part of a culture, being around like-minded people. They say that your net worth is the sum total of your 5 closest friends. So you definitely want to hang out and stick around the winners and those people that have gone out there and done it, and those people that you learn and grow from. So our epic event here in Dallas coming up, guys, it's less than a month away now. It is February 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 23rd and 24th for everyone, 22nd just for the national marketing directors. And we have a super fun-filled surprise day packed for the NMD. So really hope to see all of you there. It's a very big deal, guys. Invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will. And those were words that I heard early on in my business. I've taken it to heart, and it's definitely really helped me in my business grow and actually grow as a person as well. We are in the last day of Paradise. Last 2 days of Paradise is calling for double trip volume. I see a lot of you running for this. Last week we talked about how to take customers to brand partners, and what a great way to do that, because our customers have a ton of belief, right? They've been loyal customers, and you can go right in your back office, or better yet, go to last week's YouTube if you didn't see it, because today and tomorrow you can take advantage of double trip volume by upgrading these customers that you have that have been loyal customers. Some of them we found had 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 in lifetime volume. So those people really should not be spending money every month. And at least if they are spending money, it should be a tax write-off. So let's upgrade them, let's get them all the products, and let's get them on their way to getting their product for free. That's our commitment to them, is helping them. And of course, it's go time, right? We've got some time to get our points, our 3 brand partners, and those 3 brand partners, or 2 of those, Fast Start qualified throughout February and March. And of course, the trip volume will continue all the way until March 31st. So these are 2 promotions piggybacking on top of each other. I can't even think of a more generous company than we have here, having done this in this industry now for over 10 years. I just hit the over 10-year mark. I can say firsthand that companies don't have the tools, they don't have the training, they definitely don't have the culture, and they certainly don't have the promotions like this, especially 2 piggybacking on each other. The best gift that you could ever give Jeff Olson and me and your leaders is to run and let us help you achieve these. If you think you can, you're right, you can. If you think you can't, well, you're right there too. So let's stay on the positive side, knowing that we can get this. So your quick end of the month checklist, I like to always make sure that everyone is reminded we are in all out massive action for double trip volume. We work really hard to go out and master the skills, those 7 skills for our business. Becoming an entrepreneur requires really building those skills every single week, day to day, month to month, year to year, and compounding those skills. And so we're working always at finding new prospects, giving them the information, right? Relaying the information to them, following up on the information, this constant process, right? Getting them on a 3-way call, closing them. And in the process of that, we're looking for people that are Class A prospects. We all know most people on here are leaders, but for some people and the new people, we're really looking to take people not only from not knowing about Nerium to knowing about Nerium, but we're looking for people who are number 1, looking at some information, number 2, somewhat interested in the business, and number 3, less than 2 months old. So who on your team does not have an active ADO? Who needs an ADO? You can go through your ADO tracker in the back office. Everyone should be really minding their business and taking a look and actually really encouraging people that need the encouragement, but also knowing where you are, right? Inspecting, Mark Smith says, inspecting what you expect in this business. So check out your brand partners, make sure that everybody is qualified to make money. Who can get to the next rank, right? This company and this business is not always getting to a rank, but it is definitely about growth. And Jeff Olson and Deb talked about the company's growth and what the company wants to do in terms of growth. And they're looking at a 3% growth month over month. Well, if you look at your business and let's say you have 10,000 in volume, 3% is only 300 in volume. That's a couple customers, guys. If we did that month after month after month, we would compound month over month and we'd have a beautiful business. It's not that much. So I think that really we could do 5%, 10%, really practically with our eyes closed if you think about it. So we're looking for growth, right? Who can get 3-year free qualified? Nobody should be paying for their business. This is one of the only businesses there is in the world where you can have a business where the overhead is the cost of your tools for the Edge, $30, and the cost of the shipping of your unlimited inventory supply for the life of your business, right? And for your personal products. So we really want to help you take advantage and everyone take advantage of that. Who is closest to that 1,001 in customer volume for that additional 25% or for that 25% that you get there? Check your own 3-year free credits and make sure that if you have 270 in free credits on your own ADO, that you're maxing those out because that's volume in your business. And if you teach your team to do the same, then you will have people, maxing out their free credits every month and, hence raising the volume, which could mean a lot to a rank advancement. Definitely. Who's in the placement suite? Just a reminder, if you have people to place and it's time to place them, don't place people early. I did a training on the placement suite. You can always go back into YouTube and take a look at that. We did a whiteboard training and really talked about the placement suite there. So if you need help, reach out, reach up. We are all here to help you as leaders. So let's talk about this right here. Ready, set, go. This is go time for many, many reasons. It's go time because we're in the last 2 days of the month and many of us are looking to rank advance. A lot of us are looking to take those Class A prospects and close them. Many, many of us are just filling our funnel and making sure that as we get into the new month, that we have a big fat funnel of people that we can talk to, that we can continue taking through the process, and that we're organized in this process. So because of the date today being the 30th, we're closing the month. We're also talking about how to get into the new month. So how are you on a scale of 1 to 10 on being organized? How are you at tracking what you're doing? How are you at planning the day before the day begins, the week before the week begins? So on a broad organization scale within your business and your personal life, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Just write the word organized, and right next to it, write that number down there. Because I say all the time, if you don't know where you are, if you can't take a look at where you are personally with a very clear vision, then it's hard to set the expectation for growth in every single area. So how are you? Is this you? Does this look like you? You know, I coach a lot of people on the team one-on-one, and I was coaching one particular individual, and I was saying, okay, so tell me about your list. Are you organized? Do you have your list ready to go? Is it clear who's on that list? Are you carrying that list with you? Your list is a living, breathing organism. Are you adding to that list? As people pop into your head, they pop into your head for a reason. They need to be on that list. You need to connect with them, right? Or is this you? Do you have sticky notes all over the place because you're incredibly, unorganized? Let's just use that word. Now's the time to get organized. Or is this you? I don't want to leave the men out here either. Because we have a lot of men in this business. We have over 45% men in this business, along with men that use the products, right? Or is this you? Are you just a paper stacker, a hoarder? So I read something recently about the most successful people in the world never touch a piece of paper on their desk more than once. What does that mean? That means that if you pick up something on your desk and you look at it, you attend to it right then. We are not paper shufflers. Manage it, take care of it, put it away. If it's a bill, pay it, or put it where you put your bills. If it's something having to do with your business, do something with that in the moment, clear it from your desk, and don't become a paper hoarder like you see here. Oh my gosh, I would go crazy. I'm kind of a neatnik, so this one would make me crazy. What about your life? What about your closet? What does your closet look like? Does it look like, don't you love the before and after pictures? There's before and after pictures in every area of life, right? Not just with beauty and not just with our products. But look here, which are you here? Is your closet a mess? Do you know what you're doing? Can you find things? Are you wearing more than 50% of the clothes that you have? Or is it sitting there? Time to get rid of it, okay? Let's not be collecting more things than we need, okay? So moving on, I love this picture. This to me is the best picture I have ever seen of organization and teamwork. Is this not? Look at what they did here. Talk about carpool. This is just an amazing picture. I don't know who took it, but the photography is incredible, and how they managed to get this picture, I don't even know. But teamwork, guys, and organization. We talk about something in our business called SMART goals. And guys, it's not just in our business. If you were to Google SMART goals, you will see that it is in every business. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to have some goals, just if you're anyone in life, right? And to teach our children to have goals early on is a big deal. I wasn't taught this. I was actually taught this when I got to Nerium, when I got a one-on-one coaching with David Bird and Jenny Greer Bird. Really all literally, I didn't have any of this. And this has been the biggest shift for me in my business and in my personal life. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and with a time frame, right? A time schedule. So I want to talk about this because we hear about it a lot, and I want to give you some examples of what we mean by this, because we should all have a time scheduled to sometime today or tomorrow if you haven't already done it, but clock out or map out or carve out something in your calendar, maybe an hour, 30 minutes where you sit down and you do these things that I'm going to teach you while we're running to finish out the month, we're filling our funnel, we're closing the sales, we're getting in our brand partners, we're getting them started in the business, but we're also looking ahead. We're getting our own goals together. And so, for example, we're looking to have these SMART goals in every area of our life. So we're looking for a SMART goal, for example, in our business. What is a goal that you can create for yourself that is measurable, that's attainable, that's realistic, that you can actually do and accomplish, and that will have a timeline. So the month of February, for example, is the timeline. So in the area of, let's say, spirituality, what does that look like, right? So in spirituality, I'm going to have a specific goal there. Maybe my goal there is to be in church every Sunday at the 9 a.m. service, right? I might have health goals. My health goals might say, I'm gonna get some kind of cardio 3 days a week, 2 days a week, I'm gonna lift weights, and 1 day a week, I'm just gonna take a really light, relaxing walk, and I'm gonna take 1 day off. Those are actual goals, right? Those are day-to-day goals. They're also measurable. I can measure those. I can chart that. I can see, did I do that? Very important. Is it obtainable? Well, I'm not going to say I'm going to go cycle to San Diego and back, which is a very long amount of hours. I'm not going to say I'm going to play golf 4 days a week, which takes 4 hours out of each day. I'm going to do something that's obtainable, and something that I learned from David Bird, that we win by winning. Okay, I used to think that we won by, we learn through our mistakes. Let me stop here because I want to tell you something about the word mistakes. And I'm going to tell you there are no mistakes. We make choices. And through our choices, we get feedback, good or bad feedback, right? So I may make a choice to spend too much money on one particular thing. The feedback that I get is, uh-oh, I can't pay my electric bill now, for example, right? That's feedback. That's not a mistake. For every choice we make, we get feedback. And it's through the feedback that we now know how to make better choices. So there are no mistakes, guys. There is just feedback. That's my tidbit for the morning. So, these goals, right? Really, I want to encourage you to sit down. So in the area of maybe your spirituality, in the area of health, in the area of, your personal life. Like one of my SMART goals is to have a date with my husband, spend time with my husband doing something. And I actually put that into my calendar. And I can look every week and I can say, how am I doing on my SMART goals? Where am I in my SMART goals? And I plug this in. I was talking to one of my brand partners last night on the way home, Claudia, and she was saying, how in the heck do you do it? How do you make time for everything you do? How do you, plan to do this Zoom every week and make these slides, and how do you get up early and how do you do it? And I said, really with me, it's an absolute decision. Everything that you do starts with a decision to do it. I was not a morning person. I got to be perfectly honest. I would come out of my sleeping coma around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and it would take me an hour to kind of come out of the ether to get my day started. Many of you know I had an espresso coffee maker on my nightstand because that's how hard it was to get up. One of the little perks of being able to buy, some crazy thing for yourself. And I have made a decision, and I've done it through these SMART goals. So in every area in your business, put your SMART goals. What can you do that is measurable? Are you committing to 2 a day? That's specific. It's measurable. You could look and see if you did that every day. Is it attainable? Well, I'm just going to affectionately say that 5 is attainable. 2 is simple, ridiculously simple. But again, sometimes we don't do something that's simple, right? Something that's simple to do is so simple not to do. So each of these areas, it's the easiest thing to do is come up with your SMART goals, but track them. You have to know how you're doing with these goals. And I love this. Well, most of you guys know John C. Maxwell, one of my favorites. He's an amazing author, speaker, trainer. And this even helps to boil it down, I think, even further. But he talks about the rule of 5. Identify 5 things that propel you closer toward your goals, and then improve on that. So for example, what are we looking for here? We're looking for really a series of activities that you can do every day that are the fundamentals to your success. So we are going to have our SMART goals, right? We're going to know what those SMART goals are. It's very simple to jot them down. Jog. I was thinking about getting exercise today. So it's very simple to jot those down, right? Because you're going to say, okay, in the area of health, this is what I'm going to do weekly, right? In the area of my personal life, this is what I'm going to do weekly. In the area of self-development, this is what I'm going to do weekly. In the area of my business, what am I going to do? What are my goals, right? And then you can break those down into your initiatives, what you want to do. You can look back and measure them. So on top of that, this one is super easy. What are the 5 things that I do every single day that give me the fundamentals for my success? So for example, if I'm a writer, here's the 5 things I'm going to do. I'm going to read. I'm going to take notes. Number 2. Number 3, I'm going to think. I'm going to sit and I'm going to think. I'm going to ponder. I'm going to ask questions, right? I'm going to ask questions of people. I'm going to learn. And the 5th one is I'm going to write, right? If I'm a writer, those are the 5 things that I'm going to do every single day. The rule of 5, the 5 non-negotiables. So for example, if my goal was a weight loss goal, I would say one of the things I'm going to do for sure is I'm going to drink water. That's number 1. I'm going to make sure I get a lot of sleep, right? Number 3, I'm going to move my body every single day. I'm going to make sure I supplement every single day. And the 5th thing, and the rule of 5 would be I'm going to eat, and I'm going to be conscious of what I eat. Jeff Olson says, quoting from his book, he says, will I choose foods that, it's something like this, I'm paraphrasing. Will I choose foods that create vitality and health in my body, or will I use my teeth to dig my grave? And that one, I don't know why, but that visual in his book, The Slight Edge, really got me. I don't know why. Or am I digging my grave with my teeth? You know, gosh, that's a crazy one. Okay, so anyway, I'll have to get that quote for you guys for next week. So, you know, and it's the same, you know, if you think about it and you're going out to chop down a tree and you've got this big giant trunk of a tree, right? You're going to swing that axe, right? And you're going to swing that axe against that tree. And you're going to swing that axe again. And you're going to swing that axe again. And you're going to get tired. And the next day, you're going to pick up that axe and you're going to swing again at that trunk. And each day that you swing at the trunk, you get closer to chopping that tree down. But you're not going to go out there and you're going to swing the axe on this tree and you're going to swing the axe and you're going to swing the axe and you're going to go, uh-oh, over here, there's another tree. And you're going to go over there and you're going to start swinging the axe at the other tree. You're not going to do that. You are going to stay steady. And a lot of times, I really think that having goals, SMART goals, and having the rule of 5 will really, really help focus you on what to do, focus you on the tree that you're chopping down and not the entire forest. It really helps to funnel. So let's talk about the 5 things that you can do. The 5 things are 10, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Those are the 5 things. And so here they are. 10 minutes of personal growth, personal development, or proclamation over what it is that you want. These would be your affirmations. This is maybe your mind movie. This is what you are. Even if you were to close your eyes for 10 minutes and focus on a visual that you want, maybe the visual is that you want to go to Paris and you want to see the Eiffel Tower and you want to have your picture in front of that. You want a selfie in front of the Eiffel Tower. Get that mental picture. Feel yourself in that environment. Think about taking that flight and sitting first class in the front. Think about who's going with you. Think about the shopping that you'll do in Paris while you're there. Feel the emotion behind it. Take 10 minutes and do that. Or take 10 minutes and read. Take 30 minutes and read. I say, you know, you can't read enough, you can't learn enough, and you definitely can't grow enough. 30 minutes a day, 10 pages of a good book is a book a month, by the way. What would your life look like if you read a book a month, right? And it doesn't have to be something having to do with network marketing, but grow and read. You will be a completely different person a year from now. So the 10 is 10 minutes of personal or professional growth, or proclamation, or visualization, or affirmation. There's a lot of shuns in there. Okay, 5 invitations. Invite 5 people to take a look at your business. Invite 5 people to just grab a phone call, text 5 people separately and say, gosh, have really been thinking about you in the new year, dying to catch up. When can we do that? When can you get some time on the phone? When can we grab a coffee? Invite 5 people every day. 3 new connections. Make 3 new connections. Just somebody that you say hi to in a grocery store, somebody that you connect with on Facebook, friend 3 new people, right? Because you're going to make 3 new connections. Commit to meeting 3 new people every single day. 2, the number 2 follow-ups, at least 2 follow-ups. If you have a good follow-up system, I still use Fort Knox in a Box. It still happens to be my number 1 best follow-up tool. If you're following up on at least 2 people a day, some of us have more than that, right? Because we're compounding 2 to 5 a day. We're compounding those day after day. So sometimes you have more, but follow up at least minimum 2 a day, and 1 post on Facebook at least once a day. And please do not throw up Miriam all over your Facebook. People, bring something of value. Bring energy into your Facebook page. Think about it. If somebody came to my wall, somebody came to my Facebook page, somebody came just to look at Anna Kemp, what would they see? Remember, you're branding yourself every single day. People are watching you, even though they don't necessarily like, comment, or share. Right? They are watching you. Be the person that's highly attractive. Be the person that people want to follow. Be the person that people trust. Okay, so this isn't a whole thing on social media, but you get the idea. And then lastly, just to sum it up, what we talked about today was this: close the month strong. Don't be the person that sits back and puts the brakes on and says, oh, well, I'll get to it in February. No, because there's always going to be another day to get to it. Get to it now. Stop the procrastination in your life. You will feel so, so good if you eat the frog and do that thing first. Do that thing now. Close the month strong. Get those double points. Please reach out and reach out. We're here to help you. Get organized. Get organized for your new month. What do you want in February? What do you want your life to look like? What do you want? I have one of the girls on the team, Heather, I'm calling you out, wants to fire her boss and quit her job by her birthday. 3rd week of May, I believe it's May 28th. And you know what? I heard that loud and clear. And when you put a clear intention out there, and when you put it out there and you tell people what you want to do, that begins to happen. Everything moves. Put that target to come to Epic. Come to the Epic event. Put the target there. If you can't afford it, I promise you the money will show up because you put the target there. Okay, SMART goals. Let's get those SMART goals going. It's so simple, guys. Just take a minute and do it. Decide on maybe the 5 areas of your life and put something down that you want to achieve by the end of February. And then the rule of 5. What are the 5 things that you're going to do every single day towards one of those SMART goals or toward your business specifically? Because this is really what we're working on here, is getting ahead in our business. So you guys, I am super thrilled. It's actually 29 minutes. I did it. I made it within the 30 minutes today. I usually go over. Look at you guys clapping. You're so sweet. I love it. So many of you on here today. I just love you. I like to come back to the screen, take a look at everybody and see all of your faces because I can't see you all at once. This is the fun part for me. You guys, thank you for being on here. Thank you for taking time out of your day to invest in your business. I hope you go out there and make it a great day. Remember, you have something that changes lives, but you can't change lives without opening your mouth. So make it a great day. Raise your energy in all that you do. Go out there and be fabulous. Thanks for getting on. See you next week.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks, Anna.
Bye, Anna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna. Awesome as always, Anna.
Thanks so much.
Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks, Anna.